a mysterious voice reaches out to Geppetto's puppet, setting in motion a crucial mission. Awakening in a desolate train car, the newly activated puppet, guided by a cricket named Jiminy, begins a journey to Hotel Krat at the request of a woman named Sophia who promises answers. Upon arriving at the sanctuary of Hotel Krat, P is greeted by his guide Jiminy. The hotel stands as a beacon of safety in a city overrun by chaos. However, Sophia warns that to enter this human-only haven, P must do something impossible for a normal puppet. He must lie. To gain entry into Hotel Krat, a place forbidden to his kind, P must break the Grand Covenant's fourth law. By claiming to be human, he successfully deceives the hotel's magical security system, revealing his unique nature and taking a definitive step away from his original programming. Inside the hotel, Sophia formally introduces herself. She explains that Geppetto, P's creator, holds the key to understanding the devastating puppet frenzy, but has gone missing. She tasks P with finding him on Elysian Boulevard, setting the stage for the puppet's perilous quest through Krat. Eugenie, a gifted weaponsmith from the Workshop Union, introduces herself. Recognizing P as Geppetto's special creation, she offers her expertise to maintain and upgrade his arsenal. She also provides him with a powerful Legion arm, an advanced tool Geppetto left behind to aid him in battle. On the city's rooftops, a desperate survivor confronts Geppetto, accusing him and the alchemists of causing the puppet frenzy. P intervenes to protect his creator from the man's rage. The tense encounter highlights the deep-seated fear and paranoia gripping the last human remnants of Krat. Finally reunited with his creation, Geppetto affectionately addresses P as his son. While accepting some responsibility for the puppet's rampage, he insists he must first deal with the corrupted puppets at City Hall. He asks for P's help, cementing their partnership in the mission to save the city. Geppetto issues a stern warning, urging P to be cautious of whom he trusts, especially the enigmatic stalkers and alchemists. He emphasizes the hotel's importance as the last safe haven, his paternal tone urging P to remain a good boy while navigating the city's treacherous landscape. P encounters members of the infamous Black Rabbit Brotherhood. They reveal that the wealthy inventor, Lorenzini Venigni, is trapped within the nearby factory. Their mockery of his plight inadvertently directs Key toward his next major objective, rescuing the richest man in Krat from his own malfunctioning inventions. After being rescued from his factory, the flamboyant Lorenzini Venigni introduces himself alongside his loyal puppet butler, Pulcinella. Overjoyed by the factory's liberation, he expresses immense gratitude to P. He quickly establishes himself as a key ally, offering his genius and resources for the fight ahead. Venigni demonstrates his brilliance by upgrading P's Legion arm, making it modular and significantly more powerful. He whimsically christens its new abilities Legion. This enhancement marks a pivotal moment in P's development, granting him greater versatility and strength for the formidable challenges to come. A guilt-ridden survivor guards the path to St. Frangelico Cathedral, warning that it's a place of no return. When P lies and claims to be a stalker, the man steps aside, admitting he cannot stop someone so determined. This interaction further showcases P's growing reliance on deception. In the shadow of the cathedral, P confronts horrifying new adversaries. These are not puppets but grotesquely mutated humans, victims of the spreading petrification disease. This grim discovery unveils another layer to Krat's tragedy, revealing a plague even more insidious than the mechanical uprising. P meets Alidoro, a dramatic treasure hunter with a flair for the theatrical. Claiming to be of noble descent, he offers to trade rare weapons and items in exchange for the ergo of powerful foes. He points P towards Hotel Krat, establishing himself as a recurring but mysterious merchant. Venigni reveals his own investigation into the puppet frenzy, theorizing that a corruption within their ergo is the cause. He entrusts P with an ergo wavelength decoder, asking him to gather data from frenzied puppets. This begins a scientific inquiry into the disaster's true origins. Sophia explains that P's unique ability to lie is an incredibly rare and powerful gift. This capacity for deception frees him from the rigid roles governing other puppets, allowing him to forge his own path. She encourages him to use this skill to protect himself in a hostile world. P encounters two stalkers, the fox and the cat, who propose a temporary alliance. They plan to raid the hideout of the oppressive Black Rabbit Brotherhood in the Malum district. They ask P to create a distraction, setting up a risky but potentially lucrative partnership. After defeating the Black Rabbit Brotherhood, P discovers a portrait that bears an uncanny resemblance to himself. Gemini points out the striking similarity, hinting at a deeper unknown connection between P and the boy in the painting. This finding serves as a major clue to P's origins. Geppetto is overcome with emotion when P returns the stolen portrait. He reveals it's a painting of his deceased son, Carlo, from a happier time. The portrait's return triggers a wave of memories for the old man, who hangs it in his room, unaware of its strange, magical properties. Within the Este Opera House, P finds Adelina Corday, a famed singer succumbing to the petrification disease. In her delirium, she confesses her sins and jealousy toward her sister. P offers her a piece of fruit, granting the tragic artist a final moment of peace before her demise. Antonia, the hotel's matriarch, reflects on her youth after P compliments her portrait. She muses on the passage of time and the bittersweet comfort of memories. Her words resonate deeply as P begins to understand the human experience, suggesting his own journey is creating memories that will define him. The portrait of Carlo in Geppetto's room begins to supernaturally change, with a wooden branch growing from its nose. Geppetto recalls the artist's eccentric claim that paintings could harbor living souls. This confirms that P's lies and burgeoning humanity are having a tangible, magical effect. Polendina, the hotel's dutiful butler, confides his secret to P. His puppet ego has awakened and he is deeply in love with Lady Antonia. He asks P, who exists between worlds, if such a love is possible, seeking guidance from the one being who might possibly understand his plight. After P defeats the monstrous alchemical creation victor, the leader Simon Manus appears. He reveals that the petrification disease is not a plague, but a path to human evolution. He scoffs at Geppetto's conventional thinking and invites P to witness humanity's supposed future on his private island. The fox and the cat reappear, revealing the fox's younger brother is succumbing to a terrible illness. They desperately seek the rare gold coin fruit, believing it is his only hope for a cure. Their plea forces P to make a difficult choice, testing his compassion for the city's struggling survivors. The pharmacist Giangio offers to create a cure for Antonia's advanced petrification disease. However, he presents P with a grave choice: a cure that brings a peaceful, quick end, or one that prolongs a painful existence. P must weigh the ethics of his decision for the ailing matriarch. Sophia reveals the tragic origin of the gold coin tree. The alchemists created it from a listener, like herself, its fruits being the crystallized tears of their victims. She urges P to use the fruit's power to honor the sacrifice of those trapped within the tree. Eugenie asks P to deliver a pair of custom-made gloves to Alidoro, the treasure hunter who saved her life during the workshop tower's collapse. Her deep gratitude reveals a personal history with the man she regards as a hero, adding another layer of complexity to Alidoro's mysterious character. A fellow treasure hunter reveals that Alidoro is a wanted criminal, accused of heinous crimes like fraud and assault, though he dismisses the wanted poster as slander. This conflicting information plants a seed of doubt about Alidoro's true identity, blurring the line between hero and villain. After receiving the cure from P, Lady Antonia feels revitalized and thanks him for the miracle. Witnessing this, Polendina is filled with hope, now believing love between a human and a puppet is possible. He vows to continue protecting her, his heart renewed with purpose. The surviving members of the Black Rabbit Brotherhood ambush P, seeking revenge for their earlier defeat. Their palpable desperation fuels their attack as they fight to reclaim their territory and shattered pride. This encounter proves that the city remains full of threats who view P as an obstacle. Hotel Crad is attacked and Geppetto is abducted by a coalition of stalkers. Sophia reveals that the alchemist leader Simon Manus is likely behind the kidnapping. The sanctuary has been violated, forcing the residents to accept that nowhere in Krat is truly safe from the alchemist's influence. Vanini finally deciphers the ergo wavelengths from the puppet frenzy. The recording reveals a hidden directive, Law Zero. The creator's name is Geppetto. This shocking revelation implicates P's own father as the mastermind behind the entire disaster, leaving everyone to question his true motives. The man known as Alidoro finally confesses his deception. He is an imposter named Parrot who murdered the real Alidoro and stole his identity. This stunning admission shatters Eugenie's idealized image of her hero and exposes the profound depths of deceit that have taken root in Krat. Upon reaching the Isle of Alchemists, P meets the true Sophia. She reveals her physical body has been trapped and tormented by Simon Manus, while only her astral form could guide P. She makes a final request, asking him to end her suffering before he confronts her cruel captor. P is confronted by the fox and the cat, who are hired as guards. The cat, whose brother's blindness is worsening, pleads for gold coin fruit, offering to let P pass in exchange. This desperate bargain reveals their true motivation. They are not villains, but survivors trying to save their family. Polendina solemnly announces that Lady Antonia has passed away peacefully. Heartbroken and feeling his purpose is gone, he decides to erase his awakened ego and revert to a simple puppet. His final words are a poignant thank you to P for showing him both the beauty and pain of emotion. P discovers Sophia's real body kept alive by cruel machinery. Gemini struggles with the impossible choice: keep her alive in torment or grant her the peace of death she requested. The final decision falls to P, a heavy burden that will test his understanding of mercy and humanity. Reunited with a captive Geppetto, P is asked if he was a trustworthy father. Geppetto claims Simon Manus has gone mad, trying to become a god. He promises this is the last time he will ask for help, urging his son to end the conflict so they can be a family again. P finally confronts Simon Manus, who stands before a colossal ergo crystal. Simon declares himself a new god, who will bring about an evolved world free of lies. He challenges P to a final battle, viewing him as the last obstacle to his divine ascension. In his dying moments, Simon reveals that Sophia has been turning back time to save P, questioning her motives. He issues a final cryptic warning to be wary of Geppetto, suggesting the puppet master is far more manipulative and dangerous than he appears to be. Geppetto unveils his true horrifying plan. He intends to use the arm of God and P's vast collection of ergo to resurrect his dead son Carlo. The final crucial ingredient he requires is P's heart, the P organ, asking him to make the ultimate sacrifice to become a real boy. When P refuses to surrender his heart, Geppetto's benevolent facade crumbles. He expresses his bitter disappointment, calling P a naughty child who must be punished. He then activates the nameless puppet, a monstrous creation designed to forcibly retrieve the heart and fulfill his obsessive goal. After P defeats the nameless puppet, a dying Geppetto cradles his creation, which has taken on Carlo's appearance. He laments that P is just a useless puppet for failing his purpose. In his final act, he sacrifices himself, transferring his own ergo to give P a chance at life. In a cryptic post-credit scene, a man named Paracelsus reports on the Krat experiment. He notes the emergence of a new type of humanity in P. He concludes by stating his next objective is to find another of their organization's keys, a girl named Dorothy.